Why does MrBeast, the number one YouTuber with all his money, fame, and fancy cars, piss in a sink? The answer lies in a tale of oil, oppression, and a fight for equality that began with his grandfather Jimmy the First. In 1870, Egypt was oppressed, filled with corruption, poverty, and broken dreams. The people had no food to eat. Jimmy the First lived in Egypt with his best friend Zensu. They couldn't stand the situation in their country. All they ever wanted was to liberate their people. One day, while on their way to do some chores, they came across a man with a bottle of black liquid. The man said it was liquid gold and that wars would be fought over it, and the person who possesses it will be richer than kings and God. Everyone around them burst out laughing, thinking the man was crazy. But unlike the others, Zensu and Jimmy the First didn't laugh. Determined to free their city from the oppression of Ismail Pasha, the ruler of Egypt, Jimmy the First came up with a daring plan. He decided to go on an adventure to find the liquid gold. The villagers laughed at him, thinking it sounded like a ridiculous fairy tale. Gold made of liquid? It was too silly to believe. Everyone laughed at Jimmy except Zensu. Zensu knew that dreams have no limits. If Jimmy believed in black liquid gold, who was he to doubt him without any proof? After days of digging in the desert, Jimmy thought the oil was a hoax and wanted to give up. But suddenly, Zensu grabbed him and said, "When you feel like giving up, keep pushing forward. This lesson isn't just for you, Jimmy. Everyone watching at home, when life hits rock bottom, that's when you need to dig deep and keep moving. Sometimes failing is the best way to find your true self." Jimmy and Zensu kept moving forward. Every day was a struggle, and it seemed like they would never find what they were looking for. But they didn't give up. They pushed through the tough times and kept going, even when the path seemed impossible. Finally, after a long and hard journey, they found the oil. The black liquid gold was right there, shining in the moonlight. Their hard work and determination had paid off, turning their dream into reality. As Jimmy the First and Zensu grew up, they used their newfound wealth for charitable work. But their success caught the attention of the United States. The US government, hungry for oil, captured Jimmy the First and took everything from him. Penniless and on the run, Jimmy the First escaped to an even poorer village with only one bathroom. The women in the village felt extremely uncomfortable waiting in long lines to use the washroom. Being a feminist and standing at 6 feet tall, Jimmy the First encouraged the villagers to piss in the sink, revolutionizing bathroom etiquettes. Word of Jimmy the First's unconventional bathroom habits spread, and people began to shame him. They thought it was some kind of bizarre ritual, not understanding the deeper message of equality and innovation. But Jimmy the First stood tall, knowing that he was making a difference in the lives of the villagers. Among those inspired by Jimmy the First's actions was a young girl named Susan. Susan grew up to become Susan Wojcicki, the CEO of YouTube. Years later, when Jimmy the First's grandson, MrBeast, started his YouTube channel, Susan remembered the bravery and innovation of his grandfather and helped MrBeast rise to fame. But the controversy surrounding sink pissing followed MrBeast. As his channel grew, people began to question his bathroom habits. Some even accused him of promoting unsanitary behavior. But MrBeast knew the truth behind his actions. It was a tribute to his grandfather's legacy and a reminder of the importance of thinking outside the box. Despite the criticism, MrBeast never wavered. He kept pissing in the sink, knowing it symbolized his family's struggle and triumph. As his success grew, So did the legend of the sink-pissing YouTuber. Even though his grandfather couldn't liberate Egypt, he passed his dream to MrBeast like a beacon of hope. As Zensu said, people's dreams never end. When one dreamer dies, their will is passed to another. Human desire knows no bounds. Sometimes you will be spit on and shamed for choosing what's unconventional, but remember,
everything around you that you call life was made up by people that were no smarter than you.
Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo.
keep pissing in the sink because it represents freedom and shows that you aren't an NPC. You have free will. Embrace your unique path, for it is in the unconventional that true innovation and progress are born. So the next time you feel judged for breaking the norm, remember MrBeast and his grandfather and keep paving your own way, one sink at a time, because sometimes making a difference means doing what others won't, and in the end, that's what truly sets you apart. If you enjoyed this video, you might need some serious therapy. Thank you for watching. Now get lost. Mwah.